The following Basic Techniques article is brought to you by Scrapbooking.com magazine from the May 2013 issue. Square One, One Thing Leads to Another, Part 4, by author and artist Judy Kaufman. Parts 1 through 3 of Square One, One Thing Leads to Another ran in 2011. They opened an ongoing dialogue about how designers and artists work, not in a linear manner, but in ways that veer off in unexpected directions and evolve in new ways. Here is Part 4. I work on more than one magazine article at a time, which means that there is always lots of projects in the works on any given day. I had decided to explore faux tortoiseshell effects for the May 2013 installment of Introducing Mixed Media, and that meant getting my brand new Artisan Explorer out of the box so I could emboss a metal turtle. Inside the box, 2 sturdy paperboard pieces. The shapes were intriguing. I decided they'd make interesting holders for tools and supplies. On the same day, I pulled the packing tape from a carton, unintentionally peeling away layers from the corrugated cardboard. What an interesting texture. Trash? I don't think so. You can see where this is going, right? After finishing the Introducing Mixed Media article, I left the die-cut and metal turtles on my table, right next to the supplies that had arrived from Canvas Corp, pre-stained clothespins, some hardware, stretch canvases, etc. One thing leads to another, and before I knew it, a project had taken shape. I filled the supply holder I'd made, took some photos, and brought it back into the studio, where I promptly decided I didn't like it. I removed the turtles and clothespins and painted the corrugated cardboard with black, green, and metallic bronze paint. I cut up one of the pieces of faux tortoiseshell shimmer sheets that were on the table and glued them to the front of the project. Now we're talking. It was bright and sparkly, much more interesting. But those turtles were now languishing, so I got out a small, unprimed stretch canvas and stained it with the same pina colada color inks I used for the faux tortoiseshell effects, adding dimensional copper paint at the edges for a bit of extra shine. I taped a decorative hardware hanger in place to see if I liked it and positioned the turtles. I went to lunch, returned, and didn't like it at all. So off came the hanger, off came the turtles. I got out the sandpaper and sanded all of the turtles. They had started to look too dark to me, and you couldn't see the cool embossing I'd done. Time to experiment some more. I positioned the 2 metal turtles on the canvas, then the 2 faux mosaic die-cut turtles, adding and subtracting cardstock and altered shimmer sheets layers and switching things around until I decided on a favorite. It still seemed kind of gloomy, so I added bright blue leaves and portions of circles. Yes, that did the trick. This still left me with 2 metal turtles. Time to make a pendant. Nice, but it doesn't quite do the trick. How about a blue background inside a circle-shaped hobnail bezel? No, that's not it either. How about if I glued them back to back and made a pendant using a pear pin as a hanging loop? What if I added a smaller, unaltered turtle to the back and clear resin to secure the elements? Bingo! Some black linen cord, a few beads, and I'm ready to go. Now it's your turn to see what happens when one thing leads to another. To find the products featured in this article, check with your local scrapbook or crafts retailer. Browse our premier retail stores for coupons to a store near you. We hope you enjoyed this article. Don't miss the rest of the great articles and features in this month's issue of Scrapbooking.com magazine.